When he knelt at my dead brother's grave and called himself a murderer, I realized his amnesia was the cruelest lie of all. I sat in the restaurant. The lights were soft. Theophilus smiled at me. He held my hand. We ate dinner together. The food was good. I felt happy. Then Theophilus stood up. He walked around the table. He went down on one knee. My heart beat fast. I knew what this was. He took out a small box. He opened it slowly. Inside was a ring. The ring was beautiful. It had a small diamond. The diamond sparkled under the lights. "Sabrina," he said, "will you marry me?" I cried. The tears ran down my face. They were happy tears. I said yes. I said yes many times. We were together for 7 years. 7 long years. I waited for this day. I worked so hard for us. I loved to paint. But I stopped painting. I worked at a bakery instead. Theophilus needed money for his business, so I helped him. I did not mind. I loved him. He put the ring on my finger. I looked at it. It was so pretty. We hugged. We kissed. Other people in the restaurant clapped their hands. I felt like a princess. We left the restaurant. We got in the car. Theophilus drove. Rain started to fall. The rain was heavy. The sky was dark. "We will have a good life," Theophilus said. "Yes," I said. "I want 2 children." He laughed. "I want 3 children." We talked about our future. We talked about our house. We talked about our children. I was so happy. This was the best night of my life. The rain got worse. The road was wet. Theophilus drove slowly. I looked out the window. The rain hit the glass hard. Then I saw bright lights. They came at us fast. A big truck was there. The truck came into our lane. Theophilus turned the wheel hard. The brakes made a loud noise. Glass broke everywhere. I screamed. Then everything went black. I opened my eyes. White lights hurt my eyes. Where was I? I heard beeping sounds. I was in a bed. A hospital bed. My head hurt a little. My arm hurt too. A nurse came to me. "You are okay," she said. "You have small injuries only." "Where is Theophilus?" I asked. The nurse looked away. "He is in another room." I jumped out of bed. My legs felt weak. I ran to the door. The nurse called after me. But I did not stop. I had to find him. I ran down the hall. I looked in each room. Then I found him. He was in a bed. White bandages covered his head. His eyes were closed. A doctor stood near him. "Is he okay?" I asked. "He will live," the doctor said, but he hit his head hard. I went to Theophilus. I took his hand. "Please wake up," I said. "Please." His eyes opened slowly. He looked at me. I smiled. I cried again. "Theophilus," I said, "I am here. Your future wife is here." I moved to hug him. But he pushed me away. He looked at me with cold eyes, empty eyes. "Who are you?" he asked. My heart stopped. "What?" I said. "It is me, Sabrina." "I do not know you," he said. He looked around the room. "Where is Chloe?" Chloe, his ex-girlfriend. Why did he ask for her? The doctor touched my shoulder. Miss, please step back. What is wrong with him? I asked. The doctor looked sad. He has amnesia. He lost some memories. He does not remember the last 7 years. 7 years. Our 7 years together. Gone. But he will remember soon, right? I asked. The doctor said nothing. That was my answer. The door opened. A woman walked in. It was Mrs. Margaret, Theophilus's mother. She always hated me. Behind her was another woman, young and pretty. It was Chloe. Mrs. Margaret looked at me. Her eyes were cold, but I saw something else too. She looked happy. She looked like she won something. Theophilus, darling, she said. She went to his bed. Chloe is here. Theophilus smiled. He smiled at Chloe. That smile used to be for me, only for me. Chloe sat next to him. She took his hand. He did not push her away. Mrs. Margaret walked to me. She pulled me to the hallway. We stood outside the room. This is God's plan, she said. Her voice was quiet but hard. He should never be with you. You are not good enough. Now he forgot you. Let him go. Chloe is the one he remembers. Chloe is the one he loves. But we were going to get married, I said. My voice broke. That ring meant nothing, she said. Go home. Leave my son alone. She walked back into the room. She closed the door, but it had a glass window. I stood outside. I looked through the glass. Theophilus talked to Chloe. He smiled at her. He laughed with her. Mrs. Margaret stood next to them. She smiled too. I touched the ring on my finger, the ring he gave me hours ago. Now, he did not remember it. He did not remember me. I stood there for a long time. I watched him. He never looked at the door. He never looked for me. I was a ghost to him now. The hospital let Theophilus go home. He walked into our apartment. I followed behind him. We lived here for 3 years. I picked the curtains. I bought the sofa. I put flowers everywhere. Theophilus looked around slowly. His face showed nothing. He looked at everything like a stranger. This is your home, I said. Our home. He walked to the wall. Photos hung there. Photos of us. We were at the beach. We were at a park. We were laughing and happy. He stared at one photo. It was from last year. We went to the mountains. We wore matching hats. We looked so happy. Why did we take these photos? He asked. I do not look happy here. My heart hurt. You were happy, I said. We both were happy. He said nothing. He walked to the bedroom. He closed the door. I stood in the kitchen. I did not know what to do. Then I had an idea. I would cook for him. Food can bring back memories. I knew his favorite meal, beef stew. I made it many times before. I went to the store. I bought beef and carrots and potatoes. I came home and cooked all afternoon. The smell filled the apartment. It smelled good. Theophilus came out of the bedroom. What is that smell? He asked. Beef stew, I said. Your favorite meal. He sat at the table. I gave him a bowl. I watched him. My hands shook a little. Maybe this would help him remember. He took a spoon. He put some stew in his mouth. Then his face changed. He did not smile. This is not good, he said. But you always loved my stew, I said. Chloe cooks better, he said. He put the spoon down. He stood up and left the table. I looked at the stew. I made it with love. But it meant nothing now. The next day, the doorbell rang. I opened it. Chloe stood there. She smiled at me. It was not a kind smile. I came to help Theophilus, she said. I can help him remember things. She walked past me. She did not wait for me to say yes. Theophilus came out. He smiled when he saw her. Chloe, he said, you came. They sat on the sofa, my sofa. They talked and laughed. I stood in the kitchen. Chloe came every day after that. She brought food. She brought old photos of her and Theophilus, photos from before me. She showed him the photos. He looked at them and smiled. I remember this day, he said. We went to the fair. I heard everything. I was in the same room. But he did not see me. He only saw Chloe. 1 week later, Mrs. Margaret called. We are having a party, she said. For Theophilus, he is better now. The party was at a big house. Many people came. They were all rich. They wore nice clothes. Margaret saw me. Sabrina, she said, help serve the drinks. But I am a guest, I said. No, she said. You are nothing. Now serve the drinks. I took the tray. I walked around the room. I gave drinks to people. They did not look at me. I was like a servant. I saw Theophilus. He stood with Chloe. His arm was around her. People came to talk to them. They said nice things. They said Chloe and Theophilus looked good together. I walked past them. Theophilus did not see me. Later, I went to get more drinks. I heard voices in the hall. It was Theophilus and his mother. Did I really love that girl, Sabrina? Theophilus asked. My heart stopped. I stood very still. No, dear. You were confused. You were young. Chloe is your true love. You always loved Chloe. I do not feel anything when I see Sabrina, he said. I put my hand over my mouth. I did not want to cry. Not here. Not now. The party ended. We went home. I went to the bedroom. I took out the small box. The nurse gave it back to me. Inside was the ring. The engagement ring. I found Theophilus in the living room. Look, I said. I showed him the ring. You gave this to me. You asked me to marry you. Do you remember now? He took the ring. He looked at it. He turned it in his hand. Then he put it on the table. I do not remember buying it, he said. His voice was cold. Maybe it was a mistake. I am sorry. The words hit me hard. Move out, leave, go away. This is my home too, I said. I do not feel right with you here, he said. Please go. I went to the bedroom. I cried for a long time. Then I stopped crying. I found old boxes. I packed my clothes. I packed my books. I packed my life into these boxes. It was night when I finished. Rain started to fall. I picked up the boxes. They were heavy. I walked to the door. Theophilus sat on the sofa. He watched TV. He did not look at me. He did not say goodbye. I opened the door. Rain poured down hard. I stepped outside. The rain hit my face. It mixed with my tears. 7 years ago, I came to this city. I had nothing, just one bag and big dreams. Now I left with nothing again, just old boxes and a broken heart. I walked into the rain. I did not look back. I found a small room to rent. The room was old and shabby. The paint on the walls was dirty. The bed was small and hard, but it was cheap. I had no money left. I went back to work at the bakery. I worked long hours. I made bread and cakes. My hands got tired. My feet hurt, but I needed the money. Every night, I came home to my small room. I sat on my bed. I looked at the empty walls. Then I cried. I cried every single night. I missed Theophilus, not the new Theophilus, the old one, the one who loved me, the one who held me when I was sad, the one who said he would always protect me. That man was gone now. One day at work, a woman showed me her phone. "Look at this," she said. "What a beautiful couple." It was a photo from a newspaper website. Theophilus and Chloe stood together. They smiled at the camera. The words said, "Destined couple reunites after years apart." My heart hurt, but I said nothing. I saw more photos after that. They were everywhere, on social media, in magazines. Everyone loved their story. The man who forgot 7 years, the woman who waited for him. They said it was romantic, but I was the one who waited. I was the one who loved him for 7 years. Nobody knew that. Nobody cared. 2 weeks later, I walked through the park. It was Sunday, my day off. The park was near my old apartment. I should not go there, but my feet took me anyway. I walked past the basketball court. This was where my little brother Timmy used to play. He loved basketball. He died 3 years ago. A motorcycle accident. I still missed him every day. Then I saw someone sitting on a bench. A man. He sat alone. I looked closer. It was Theophilus. I hid behind a tree. I watched him. Why was he alone? Theophilus did not move. He stared at something. I followed his eyes. He looked at a big tree. The tree near the court. I knew that tree. Timmy carved his name on it. He did it when he was 12. The carving was small. You had to look close to see it. Theophilus stared at that exact spot. Then I saw tears on his face. He was crying. My mind started to work. Something was wrong. Theophilus said he forgot 7 years. Timmy died 3 years ago. That was inside the 7 years he forgot. So how did Theophilus know about this tree? How did he know about Timmy's carving? I watched him for a long time. He just sat there and cried. He looked so sad, so alone. Then he stood up. He walked away slowly. I followed him from far behind. He went into a coffee shop. I stood outside the window. I watched through the glass. He went to the counter. He ordered coffee. I could not hear him, but I saw the worker nod. The worker made his coffee. She put in milk. She did not put in much sugar. Theophilus took the coffee and left. My heart beat fast. I knew how Theophilus drank his coffee, less sugar and more milk. But he only started drinking it that way 2 years ago. I made him change. I worried about his health. Too much sugar was bad. 2 years ago was inside the 7 years he forgot. So why did he still order it the same way? I thought about everything: the tree, the coffee, the way he looked at me in the hospital. He pushed me away. But maybe not because he did not know me. Maybe because he was afraid, or maybe because he felt guilty. But guilty about what? I needed to know the truth. 3 years passed since Timmy died. Today was the anniversary of his death. I went to the cemetery early in the morning. I walked to his grave. I brought flowers, red roses. Timmy liked red, but flowers were already there. White lilies. They were fresh and beautiful. I stopped walking. Who put them there? Only 2 people knew Timmy loved white lilies: me and Theophilus. I looked around. Nobody was there. I hid behind a big tombstone. I waited. 10 minutes later, a man came. He walked slowly. His head was down. It was Theophilus. My heart beat fast. Why was he here? Theophilus stopped at Timmy's grave. He looked at the stone. Then he went down on his knees. He put his hands together. "I am sorry, Timmy," he said. His voice was quiet, but I heard every word. "I cannot take care of your sister anymore. I am not worthy. I am a murderer. A murderer." He said he was a murderer. I stood up. I walked out from behind the stone. "You did not forget me," I said. "You are lying." Theophilus jumped up. His face went white. He looked scared. "Sabrina," he said. I. He turned to run. I ran after him. I grabbed his arm. "Tell me the truth," I said. "Now." He stopped. His whole body shook. Then he started to cry. Big tears ran down his face. "I do not have amnesia," he said. "I remember everything. I remember you. I remember us." "Then why?" I asked. "Why did you push me away?" He fell to his knees. "Because I killed Timmy," he said. The world stopped. "What?" I said. "The car accident," he said. It brought back a memory I tried to forget. From 3 years ago. I felt cold. "Tell me," I said. He took a deep breath. 3 years ago, there was a company party. I drank too much. I was drunk. I should not drive. But I did. His voice broke. I drove home late at night. The road was dark. Then I saw a motorcycle. I hit it. The bike fell. It went off the road, into the ravine. I put my hand over my mouth. "I was scared," he said. "I was drunk and scared. So I drove away. I did not stop. I did not help." "No," I said. "No, no, no." The next day, the police came to your house, he said. They said Timmy died in a motorcycle accident. They said it was his fault. He drove too fast. Tears ran down my face. "I went to the funeral," he said. "I stood next to you. I held your hand. But all the time, I knew. I killed him. I killed your brother." "You knew?" I said. "All this time, you knew?" "I tried to forget," he said. I pushed it deep down. I told myself it was just an accident. The police said it was Timmy's fault. So I believed that. I made myself believe it. But then the car accident happened, I said. "Yes," he said. "When our car crashed, Everything came back. I remembered that night. I remembered Timmy's jacket. It was red and white. I remembered his motorcycle, the license plate, everything. He looked at me. His eyes were red. I could not live with you anymore. You are Timmy's sister. How could I marry you? How could I touch you? I am the man who killed your brother. So you pretended to forget me, I said. Yes, he said. I wanted you to hate me. I wanted you to leave so you would not live with a murderer. I went back to Chloe. I was cold to you. I pushed you away. Your mother knew, I said. It was not a question. He nodded. She knew from the beginning. She fixed the police report. She wanted me to forget you and marry Chloe. When I said I had amnesia, she was happy. She saw her chance. I sat down on the ground. My legs could not hold me up anymore. Theophilus cried. I am sorry. He said, I am so sorry. I know sorry is not enough. Nothing is enough. I took your brother from you. I am a monster. I looked at Timmy's grave. My sweet little brother. He was only 16 when he died. He had his whole life ahead of him. And Theophilus took that away. The man I loved, the man I gave 7 years to, he killed Timmy, and he lied to me for 3 years. I will go to the police, Theophilus said. I will tell them everything. I will go to prison. I deserve it. I said nothing. I just sat there. The man I loved and the brother I lost, both were gone now. I sat on the ground for a long time. I could not move. I could not think. Theophilus killed Timmy. The words played in my head again and again. Then anger came, hot and strong. I stood up fast. Why did you not tell me? I screamed. Why did you push me away like trash? Theophilus looked up at me. His face was wet with tears. Because I see my sin when I see you, he said. Every time I looked at you, I saw what I did. I saw Timmy. I could not live with that. So you made me suffer? You made me think you did not love me? My mother wanted me to go back to Chloe, he said. She wanted to bury the past. She said if I married Chloe, nobody would know. Nobody would ask questions. Your mother is evil, I said. Yes, he said, she is. I turned away from him. I started to walk. I walked fast. I did not know where I was going. I just walked. I walked all the way home, to my small, shabby room. I closed the door. I sat on my bed. My mind was full of thoughts, bad thoughts, angry thoughts, sad thoughts. Theophilus killed Timmy, but it was an accident. He did not mean to do it. He was drunk and stupid, but he did not want Timmy to die. I thought about the last 3 years. After Timmy died, I was so sad. I cried every day. I did not want to eat. I did not want to live. But Theophilus was there. He held me every night. He made me food. He told me everything would be okay. He stayed with me when I was broken. Now I knew the truth. He stayed because he felt guilty, but maybe he also stayed because he loved me. I thought about his face at the cemetery. He looked so broken, so tortured. He lived with this secret for 3 years. Every day he saw me. Every day he remembered what he did. That was his punishment, not prison. this, living with the guilt, living with the lie, and then pushing me away to protect me. He thought I deserved better than a murderer, but did I? I did not sleep that night. I just thought and thought. The next morning, I heard a noise outside my door. I opened it. Nobody was there, but an envelope was on the ground. I picked it up. I opened it. Inside was a letter. It was from Theophilus. "Dear Sabrina," it said. I went to the police. I told them everything. I wrote a confession. They will investigate. I will probably go to prison. I deserve it. I am leaving the city today. I broke up with Chloe. I told my mother I never want to see her again. She is not my family anymore. You were my family. But I destroyed that. I destroyed everything. I am sorry. I will always love you. Even if you hate me forever. Goodbye. Theophilus. I read the letter 3 times, then I looked at the clock. It was 8 in the morning. I knew where he would go, the pier. We went there on our first date. He always said it was his favorite place. I grabbed my coat. I ran out the door. I ran to the bus stop. The bus took too long, so I got off and ran. My lungs hurt. My legs hurt. But I kept running. I had to find him. I had to talk to him. I did not know what I would say. But I had to see him one more time. The pier was far. It took me 30 minutes to get there. I ran the whole way. When I got there, I saw him. He stood at the end of the pier. He had a small bag, just one bag. He was leaving everything behind. "Theophilus," I shouted. He turned around. He saw me. His eyes went wide. "Sabrina," he said, "what are you doing here?" I walked to him. I was out of breath. I could not speak for a minute. "Do not go," I finally said. "I have to," he said. "The police will come for me soon, and you should not be near me. I hurt you. I killed your brother. Timmy is gone," I said. "Nothing can bring him back, but if you leave, I will lose you too." "I do not want to lose anyone else," he shook his head. "You should hate me. Part of me hates you so much, but part of me still loves you, and I do not know which part is stronger." Tears fell from his eyes again. "I cannot forgive you today," I said. "Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe not for a long time, but I want you to stay. I want you to live, not run away. You need to make things right. Running away is too easy." "What do you want me to do?" he asked. "I do not know yet," I said, "but we will figure it out together." Theophilus looked at me. "You want me to stay?" he asked. "Yes," I said, "but we cannot go back to before. We cannot pretend nothing happened." "I know," he said. "We start over," I said. "Not from 7 years ago, but from today, from right now, with all our scars, with all our pain." He was quiet for a moment. "You really want that?" he asked. "I want you to live well," I said. "I want you to make things right. Running away does not fix anything. Stay and face what you did." "Okay," he said. "I will stay." We left the pier together. We did not hold hands. We just walked side by side. 1 year passed. Many things changed in that year. Theophilus worked with the police. He told them the whole truth. His mother tried to stop him, but he did not listen to her anymore. He cut her out of his life. The police investigated. There was not enough proof to put him in prison. Too much time passed, but everyone knew the truth now. His business partners left him. His friends stopped calling. Only I stayed. We did not live in the old apartment anymore. We moved to a small house outside the city. It was old but clean. We fixed it up together. Theophilus worked hard every day. He started a new business, a small one. He donated money to help young people. He tried to do good things, to make up for what he did. I went back to painting. I opened a small art shop. I sold my paintings. It felt good to paint again. We did not get married. Not yet. We took things slow. Some days were good. Some days were hard. Sometimes I looked at him and felt angry. Other days I felt love, but we tried. Every day we tried. Today we went to the cemetery. It was Timmy's death anniversary again. 4 years since he died. We walked to his grave together. We brought white lilies. We also brought a small lily plant. We planted it next to his grave. We dug the hole together. We put the plant in carefully. And we will come here every year to see it. Yes, Theophilus said. We stood there for a while. Then Theophilus did something. He went down on one knee, just like 4 years ago in the restaurant. But this time was different. He did not have a fancy ring. He had a simple silver ring. He made it himself. I saw him work on it for weeks. Sabrina, he said, I cannot change the past. I cannot bring Timmy back, but I promise to use the rest of my life to make it up to you. Will you marry me? I looked at him. He was not the same man from 7 years ago. He was broken, scarred, but he was honest now. He was trying. And I was not the same girl either. I was not naive anymore. I was stronger. I chose this. I chose love, but not blind love. Love with open eyes. Yes, I said. He put the ring on my finger. We did not kiss. We just hugged. It was a quiet hug, a sad hug, but also a hopeful one. We stood there as the sun began to set, 2 broken people trying to heal together. The road ahead would not be easy. Some scars never fully heal, but we would walk it together. That was enough. Thank you for staying with me until the end of this story. If you enjoyed this time together, please support the channel. Click like so I know you want more stories like this. Share the video with a friend who is learning English and help them relax and practice at the same time. And don't forget to subscribe to Cavaco English Storytime and turn on the notification bell. Your support is small for you, but very big for this channel. It helps our little reading corner continue to grow.